Well, most people believe that you're stuck with your family and that blood is thicker than water, but you actually don't believe that. You've chosen not to have a relationship with people in your family. Tell me a little bit about that.
Look, we're born into the world and we have this thing called family, and it might be siblings, it might be parents, grandparents, it might be cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever it is. When I was really young, we were moved. My parents got divorced, both of them then got remarried. I was moved with my mom and my dad north of the border into Toronto from New York. And because of that, we didn't get to see a lot of our family. The lesson I learned from it, and it became a real key important one in my whole life, is that you get to choose your family. Yeah, the term family might mean the people that you're born with, Jason, yet I have brothers that have no DNA connection to me at all because we went through stuff together, and I've been friends with them now for 40 years, yet I have people that are brother and sister. I don't talk to them at all because you don't need to. Jim Rohn always said you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I learned that at a huge level from my dad when I was in grade 10. Happy to get into that story later. And that includes family. You're not stuck with them. Choose who you want around you.
So, but it sounds though that your story is a little unique in that, or not unique to the whole, but unique for you is that there was a breaking of the family and therefore you got to make a choice. But somebody who's not having the break of the family, they don't get to choose. What would you say to those folks?
You do get to choose, right? You might not have the geographical assistance that I had, which was I'm not living with my father except for short periods of time, or I'm not seeing that cousin except it's once every 4 years at some family get together that's important enough. I had the geographical help. You have the choice, right? You can pull anybody out of your life at any time. You don't have to justify it. I mean, I hate that it's happened, yet I taught my daughter this at a very young age. I raised her believing this. She doesn't have a relationship with my mother, who I love dearly, her grandmother. She doesn't have a relationship with because at one point in her life, when she was getting ready to choose colleges, my mother said something that my daughter believed was unsupportive of her. And my daughter at that point said, "You're not one of the 5 people in my world anymore." And she cut her out of her life. Anybody can do it. It's got nothing to do with geography. That might have helped, yet it's got nothing to do with it, Jason.
Hey there, I'm the Real Jason Duncan, and I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch that video. I have something for you if you're an entrepreneur, so listen to this. A lot of entrepreneurs, when they're getting started, or maybe they're in the middle of the journey and they feel trapped by their business, or they're at the end of the journey and they're ready to exit, no matter where you are in that continuum on that journey, you don't know what the next step is. You don't know if you're at the beginning, how do I take the next step? How do I get started? Or maybe you're in the middle and you feel trapped and you're working 60 hours a week and your business is consuming all your time and you're like, I don't know what to do next. How do I get past this? Or perhaps you're at the end and you're ready to exit, but you don't know what to do to get the business ready for sale. No matter where you are in that journey, this 10-question quiz I created called the Entrepreneurial Roadmap will show you exactly what you need to do to take the next step to get you where you want to go. It only takes 5 minutes. All you have to do is click the link in the description below, or you can go directly to therealjasonduncan.com/roadmap. I want you to take this because I want to help you get where you need to go. That's what I do as a business coach. In the meantime, here's a couple of videos I think you might like. Maybe it's this one right here you want to take a look at, or maybe it's this one right here. Until next time, I'm the Real Jason Duncan.